I'm good. Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
All right. Hey, Raina, you want to tell the community a little bit about this upcoming election and what you got going on for 221?
Yes, so April 6th, we will be discussing or voting on the Kansas City earnings tax or the e-tax. It's a 1% tax on an individual's earned income. So that would be income including salaries, wages, commissions, or tips, any compensation that's paid. It would be a 1% tax. And ultimately, what we are asking is to renew that tax. So this is not a new tax. This is something that is required every 5 years for us to vote on it. The e-tax is very important because it pays for things such as repairing roads, our trash pick collection, revenues from the earnings tax also pays for police officers, firefighters, paramedics, and ambulance services, which is very key in our community. It helps to also fund snow removal, the codes inspections, and other city needs. So I want to encourage everybody to join me in voting yes to renew the earnings tax. It is not a tax for retirees. So anyone who is on Social Security or pensions will not be, that's not a tax that they are paid. They are exempt from that. So it's only 1% of earnings. What some people are surprised to know that 50% of the earnings tax is actually paid by non-Kansas City residents, because there are people that live in other cities, other communities, but they work in Kansas City. And so 50% of that tax is actually paid for by non-Kansas City residents. So we want to make sure that us Kansas City residents who are voting on that vote yes to renew that earnings tax.
All right. So what you got going for 221? Hey, people! I talked her to death before we got on, and she's in a rush to get up out of Dodge. So she's gonna give you a slice of 221.
I'll give you a quick rundown. Yes, we had a long discussion before we went on camera, but I'm really proud to have co-sponsored the Chief Equity Officer position. And I want to give thanks to Councilwoman Robinson and Councilman Boo, who joined me in co-sponsoring that legislation. It passed through City Council unanimously. And so now we are actually working to fill that position. The lasting impacts of segregation and white supremacy are still evident in Kansas City, from the truth divide to the allocation of resources. And the creation of this Chief Equity Officer position is long overdue in Kansas City. The position will work to evaluate internal and external systems and policies to ensure equity and inclusion are at the center of our work. This includes regular collaboration with the departments and leaders to ensure that the city is using innovative approaches to ensure race and equity is at the center of our policy decisions.
Hey,
go ahead.
I know you got to leave, and I'm cutting you off because
that's okay.
I think they got enough to know what. You'll be coming back on, and it was a pleasure having you on. I'm cutting you off, audience. I know some of y'all will have something to say. She got to go. I used up my time running my lips on some other things.
All right. Well, thank you. I appreciate you having me on.
All right. Look forward to hearing from you in the near future.
Okay. Thank you.
This program is brought to you by the Kansas City Business Association.